not only UMK, Finland's musical production, don't ask me how to actually pronounce it, I'm doing last year's. Because why not, in the middle of peak Eurovision season, let's do the musical contest that they did last year and then see what happens. So, today, I'm going to be talking about UMK 2022, why I think it was one of the best national finals from last year, and kind of the disappointment that we ended up getting at the end. But, moving on, let's see where we start here. So, what we have at the very beginning here is Bess. Bess was a favorite going in with Ram Pam Pam. Pam? I think it's 3 Pams. It's a great song. It's very upbeat, very boisterous, big. I love brat pop, and this was just a great song to bash things out to. Her choreography was great. I remember she had the baseball bats and was swinging them the whole time. Very cool. This was the one that was chosen for the UGAE Fan Second Chance Festival, and I think rightfully so. I think it was definitely one of the best ones there. Was it my favorite? I mean, very possibly. I think it's way up there. I thought it was really well done. I think it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed her. I think she has great energy, and I'm kind of disappointed she's not in this year, but hopefully we see her again very soon. Next up was Cyan Kicks with their song Hurricane. The way they performed this was really cool. Very simple staging where they just came out as a band, and then half of them had horizontal stripes, and then she was lit up in vertical stripes. And it was really cool. A very effective technique. Very simple, very, psychedelic in a really interesting way. And the song itself was fantastic. This was definitely, one of my favorites. I really enjoyed it. I thought that they had great energy. I think that they were really cool. I really enjoyed what they brought to things. And what can I say? I really enjoyed how they presented it. I think they did a really interesting job. This one I was surprised didn't win, but knowing their competition, I can't say I'm too surprised. I will say it was really well done, and to this day I'm still disappointed they didn't get the ticket. And they're another band that I'm just I wish they had come back, but also there's a ton of Finnish bands, so you can't just stick to the same 3, I guess. But still, you want to see these artists progress beyond that and get more attention than they get, but that's something else. Isaac had the song Kumayaba. I can't remember exactly how it's pronounced. I actually really enjoyed this song. I remember this was one of the songs I used in the Bathhouse Bangers episode of a Canadian Eurovision. It's still my last episode. I need to get on that and write the new one. But yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. It was very silly. It was very engaging. It was very sexy, but it didn't take itself too seriously. Yeah, really great. Very campy. He was very cool as well. Finnish isn't a language you often hear sung by black folk, which is something that I think is criminal. But yeah, overall, was it the best song of the night? Well, no, it wasn't the best, but it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. I think that they did a great job. And overall, I have to say that they would probably be one of my top choices now. One of the few songs that actually stuck with me beyond the festival. The other one's this one, Olivera. I think Thank God I'm an Atheist was a fantastic song. Very light, very sweet, very cute, very biting, which I love, that juxtaposition where she's very, very naive and sweet and comes across as very soft-spoken. And you listen to the lyrics, I'm just there's some cut here. There's some stuff going on. And I think she did a great job. I thought the song was lovely. Very simply performed as well. Just having her hovering above the audience in that performance was really great. Really cute, really well done. Something I really enjoyed. So if you get a chance to only watch 1 or 2, that would be one I'd recommend, even though it's not the typical big boisterous. The fact that it's just kind of a lighthearted, sweet ballad is nice. I'm going to just talk about Tommy first. This is the one song that kind of just immediately didn't connect with me, fell off right away, and it wasn't one that I kept listening to. Whereas every other song in this festival was one that I listened to regularly. I could still put these on my playlist and have it be no big deal. I think that they had a really cool outlook. They had a really good, he had a really good feel. But overall, I just felt I even felt watching it when it was live. I was just this is dated already. I don't remember this 10 seconds later. But does that mean it was a bad song? Absolutely not. Just in this case, not what we were aiming for. So, it is what it is. Young-Hearted. Young-Hearted was great. I really enjoyed what they did. I thought their song was super sweet, super cute. I'll put them right behind Bess. But overall, I really enjoyed them. You know what? I'm being too mean to Isaac. Let's bring him up. Young Hearted was a very sweet song. I remember thinking this would do so well, and it just didn't, which is kind of disappointing, but I also understand. Because it wasn't, you know, big and boisterous and loud. It was very understated, very soft-spoken, very sweet and cute. And I really enjoyed having that element there. So, overall, I think that they had a good chance. They had a really great song, and I just don't think it was in their favor this time. But, you know, maybe we'll see them again. We don't know. Alright, let's talk about the Rasmus. I was so excited to see them. Like, I love the song In the Shadows. I listened to that all the time back in 2003. So, was I super excited to see them live? Yes. Do I think they did a good job? Yes. Do I think they deserve to go over other bands? No, I don't. I think they just got the ticket just based off of the fact that they're the Rasmus, which I don't entirely agree with, but I also understand. But I'm also just kind of like, I feel like we kind of lost out. Cyan Kicks probably would have been the better song to send, in my opinion. But where do I think that they land? I think that they land right in front of Isaac. I really do feel like Jezebel was just kind of a little half-notch below. And it was still very good. I still enjoyed it a great deal. I had a lot of fun. I think that they're good. I mean, the Rasmus will always be a great rock band, so there's nothing negative to say. It's just I felt it was somewhat lacking. This is how I feel about UMK last year, but let's not just do that. Let's do this year as well. So, I'll be right back. To begin with, we have, I'm gonna need to remember what they actually are because these are complex Finnish names. So apologies to every Finnish person watching, even though my name is Matti. Doesn't mean I know the language. Sadly. Although not surprising either, I am pretty Canadian. This one is Ilivo Mainen. And I think this song is great. I think it's got a good beat. I think it's a lot of fun. I think he does a really good job with it. I think that there's a lot of, like, it's very intense and silly and big and crazy. I really like it. I think that's a really good song. Overall, I'm surprised that it's not getting a bit more traction beforehand. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. But I think that this song actually has some staying power. I think it's got a really fun potential. I think it's a lot of fun. It's very cool. And overall, I'm very excited to see how they perform. One of the favorites going in right now is Cha Cha Cha. And I think for me, it's a solid A. I really like it. I think it's dynamic and interesting. I think that the costumes are creative. I think that he's an interesting performer. I'm not entirely sure what he's saying in terms of what he's representing. Like, is this supposed to be like a queer positive thing? Is this supposed to just be silly and fun? Is it just supposed to be a rock hard song and go crazy? I don't know. But overall, do I enjoy it? Yes. Is it one that I'm going to listen to regularly? Don't know yet. We will find out. Benjamin released Hoidamu. And this is probably one of my favorites right now. I actually found out about Benjamin last year because I was just looking up so much UMK stuff that Spotify started recommending to me other Finnish artists, to the point where Finnish pop was my 5th most listened to genre last year, which I'm just like, all right, you recommended this. I'm buying in, so that's what I did. And overall, really good. Very excited to see this one live. I think that him and Kraja with the Cha 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 guy, I feel like they're like neck and neck. I think this could go either way. But also, the other contender right now that I think a lot of people are going for is Kira, No Business on the Dance Floor. Do I think this is a great song? I mean, it's very Alexander Burke, who I love. It's very big, it's very boisterous, it's very sassy, and I love that feel to it. Again, this isn't one of my favorites, but I'm very curious to see where it goes from here. I'm looking forward to it, and I think that she'll do a great job. Robin Paquelin with Girls Like You. I mean, this song is also fine. I feel like it's right there in the middle range. There's no songs from them that I really hate. I feel like that's just kind of been... I feel like there's been a lot there that's been going on. And, well, I don't hate this song. I just find it a little plain compared to some of the other ones. Next up we have Portion Boys with Sama Taivasta Katsatan. And of the songs, I think this one's probably my least favorite, but I do enjoy it. I think Finland this year is like putting out. They're doing some great stuff. And I'm very excited to see how they go from here and what happens next. And yeah, I like that they have the really big, boisterous, banging energy. So very cool. Very much looking forward to what they do. And yeah. Alexandra. Surprisingly, this is probably like another one of my high choices. I really enjoy her voice. I love the vulnerability of the song. I think that it's just got a really beautiful heart, and I don't really have anything negative to say about it. I think that it's lovely. And I can't wait to see these guys go live. I think it's going to be so much fun. UMK is always so good. So, yeah. I wish I had a way to, like, put both of them together so that I could have, like, one massive Finnish playlist. But I don't have that right now. But I'll work on it. Maybe I'll make that next week. So, yeah. That's my choices. What do you think is your choice for 2023? And did I get 22 correct? Curious to know, and I'll see you next time. Bye.